Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to a spot of Poker Chase. I feel like I say this in a lot of these poker and mahjong streams now, but it's been a little while since we last did one of these, and you know, I had the itch recently to just get back on and you know, play a couple of hands, a couple of games, at a couple of tables. And, you know, I thought, why not? I know there's definitely a couple of people out there that really look forward to these poker streams specifically. So, you know, I aim to please. I aim to provide. Oh. But yeah, apologies that we started slightly late. I was actually organised enough once, you can probably tell, to start downloading the game again early because, God forbid, they make a natural client for this thing. Or maybe they have and I just can't read enough Japanese to work out the fact they have. Like, I know there's a mobile client, but I'm not streaming off my phone. It's not going to have all this circus going on it without blowing up. Yeah. And also, I think for a number of other reasons, just hardware-wise, that wouldn't be possible. But, yeah. So, obviously, I'm playing on the browser version still. And if you don't boot the browser version up regularly, you have to re-download the entire thing. And as it's gotten older, Poker Chase has gotten to be a bigger and bigger game. Like, I run... And also, the servers that you download it from are not great. I've got to be honest. You know, it took me about an hour and a half to get this thing fully downloaded now. It's becoming, like, harder and harder to recommend to new players outside of the mobile client, which you can't even get in, like, you know, Western countries without, you know, various alternative means, shall we say. So, yeah, it's a real pain, trying to get this to work. But still, we're back, and we're ready to play. I wonder if there's anything... login bonus or... Okay, yeah. Login bonus. Cool. Got that going. We've got some more tickets. We've got... oh, like a 3.5... What is that? A 3.5 year anniversary? Okay, cool. More login bonuses. Not going to complain. I wonder how long that's running for, actually. That might be a reason to log in for a couple of days, just to get that nice gold ticket. A lot of the lads have their rates up, apparently, which is nice. Oh, and alt outfits! Ooh, hello. My guy in the jumper here? Oh, no, hold on. This is White Day stuff, because it's all, like, romance-based. That would make sense if they're doing, like, White Day promotions. They're doing Gintama? Hold up. Okay, yeah, White Day stuff. Cool. They're doing Gintama. Vastly more important thing. I was about to say you're doing a dating sim now. Not quite a Lunatel. Yeah, this is poker, believe it or not. But yeah, they got a fucking Gintama collab. Ooh, I might have to get in on that. Have we got any dates for this? From the 19th. That's tomorrow. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Oh, 3.5 million special quest. 3/19/2025. You saw it. Yep. Just caught it. What's this? Like a fancy table or something? Don't know. Ibento. Kitai naka ni bronze rank issho de. So does this come third in at least 10 games in like bronze rank or above? Okay. Can do. Or I can certainly try. Let me just check. So this is definitely from tomorrow, because tomorrow my time, tomorrow Japanese time, can sometimes get a little funky. Okay. We had some pity points we didn't spend. It's kind of fine. Oh, well. I mean, that's my guy right there. I gotta kind of pull on my guy. But also, Gintama's about to happen. But, like, this is probably the best time I'm gonna get to... do I dump tickets here? No, I don't dump tickets here. The reason being, I'm almost at pity points to get him anyway, so I could just get him via that and save my 14 for the Gintama collab. That's the play. Okay. So we're not going to roll right off, although I was tempted. I was definitely tempted. Yeah. I still don't know what this Jack 1 is, actually. Maybe it's... Oh, I think the ring games have, like, separate ranks now. I think, actually, someone told me this, yeah. So, maybe it's that, you know. Could be. In the meantime, anyway, let's... How much do they want for those, what do you call them? Those outfits. It's 800 premium. That's, like... Not terrible, honestly. Only you get 2,000 for 980. That's really good, actually. 2,000 for 980 yen. That's like 5 quid for a 10 pull and an outfit. That's very reasonable. I'm not going to do it now, obviously. I'm not going to faff around with the payment on stream because that... I remember I have done this once before, and it took a bit of doing, you know, with my limited Japanese knowledge. But I might just, you know, I might just indulge. Because if nothing else, that gets me a 10 pull, and then that gets me, you know, 10 pulls closer to getting my my guy. Or maybe I can just pull him on the 10 pull, given he's got rate up. And then, bada bing, you know. I get to spend 150 pity points on some other character. But for now, anyway, sorry, enough character gacha aside. I'm sure people came here to not see me play fancy anime boy and anime girl slots. Let's see if we can find a game. Oh boy, that is not a promising queue. Well, if we have to decant to Balatro, then I guess we have to decant to Balatro. Just gonna throw that one out there in advance. But in the meantime, we have a really awkward blackjack hand. See what we can do, I suppose? I suppose this is also the one downside of me playing on this site, is that it's like 4 AM in Japan. It's a bit of a rough time to expect their player base to be on. But we shall try anyway. And, you know, if we have to switch off, then that's the nature of the beast. But we have, you know, on multiple occasions got games here before. And I imagine the Gintama collab will actually help out with that a lot, to be fair. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. I should have maybe stood on the 16. Give it another go. We got 12 into a 9. We absolutely hit those. And a 14. I mean, I hate it, but we have to hit it. An 18 we stand on. We get beaten by the 19 anyway. Don't that beat all? That checks out. 18 to a 6. We stand and pray for the best. It's a 17. Yes, let's go. And they have to take the soft 17 in there as well, apparently. 17, you just kind of got to pray on it, really. 13, 23. That's exactly what we're looking for. Also, 3 players in queue. There may be hope yet. 13, I think we have to hit on here, actually. Into a 10. 16, we've probably got to stand on. Yeah, well, we weren't beating a 20 anyway. That was going to be, you know, it was going to be a tall order. 12 into a 10, I think we have to hit on. Yeah, 22. Makes sense. 16 into a 10, I think we'll stand on, actually. 12, 17. Unlucky. Unlucky. Right sort of, like, idea with the first 2 cards, and then, it just didn't come to fruition. We absolutely stand on this. We could split. On a 6, maybe we want to split, actually. 2 10s. A 20 and an 18. Yeah, we will stand on both of those. Because that's 16 bust. Hell yeah, there we go. That's the kind of mojo we're looking for. 13 into a 10 is the opposite of the kind of mojo we're looking for. Because that's a 22. Oh, just 1 over. 18 into a 7. We're not going to split that. We just stand on. I'm not so keen about splitting the 9s there. I mean, maybe it would have worked, but meh, you know, just wasn't feeling it per se. Then what do we do? What do we do? Let's hit this. Hit again. Ooh, a 20. There we go. That's more like it. That is more like it. It's a push. Fuck. Oh, God damn it. I was too busy emoting to notice it was a push. Yeah, we'll split the 10s. This could be a really horrible decision. We'll hit this 12 into a 21, and we'll stand on the 20. I mean, really? This... I'm just gonna let this hang there for a minute, actually. I'm just gonna... Really? Fucking dealer blackjack beats my split 21 and 20. I'm mad as fuck. But on the plus side, we did get into a game. So that's something. Let's see whom and what we've got here. As soon as we load in. Anytime. You would hope. There we are. Oh, we got the guy from Kaiji. Nice. And I think this is from, what you call it? Code Geass, that's the one. I think she's from Code Geass. I haven't watched that in a very long while, though. Excuse me. Right, let's see how much of this I can get. I think I can get everything except the player to my left, because that's the one kanji I don't know. So we have whoever, whatever you are. We have Hey. We have Hayate0317. We have Tomokun. And we have Pika Pika. Just someone just making Pikachu noises, actually. Yeah. Neat. Alrighty then. Well, not much inspiring there with Jack 3, and it seems like most of the rest of the table agrees. Yeah, Hayate's going to go for a raise, Tomokun just getting straight out. Hayate taking some early blinds, being a little aggressive here. I think we actually 800 this. I think really a raise to 600 when we've all got 30k means nothing. We need to like really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Even though it's only extra 200, the fact that I haven't min raised is a lot kind of psychologically. Okay, I'll play. I've got cards. Let's see what we got. And I am going to c-bet that. You got a king, buddy? Okay. Well, now I'm going to check it. I still think I have the best here. Okay. I've pulled a fucking straight. Okay. Well, as long as you don't have 10 jack, then I'm in the money. So... let's see if we can get, like, 4k out of you, shall we say. See what you think of that. He's thinking hard about it. That's a fold. All right. Not a bad first hand. I definitely lost a bit of confidence on the turn there, to be fair. Yeah, I wasn't really sure about that. 10-7? I'll see a flop with it for 400. Why not? You know, just in case it's like... that could have been like 7-9 king. We're not gonna go in too hard for this one. Oh, neither is he. Okay, interesting. Well, the 4 doesn't change anything for me. So I'm willing to just check this one down. I really don't want to bet like an odd number of points. But fuck it. We'll call. Okay, so we got 7s and 9s. No, I'm just going to check it again. I'm just going to think and check. Yep, fair. I had like 4th pair, so I wasn't exactly going to bet that super hard. But we did manage to pick up a small pot out of it. Again, maybe I could have pressed a bit more, but do I want to press into this guy, you know, running a king or like some random 2 clubs? It's difficult to know, obviously, when you're acting first there. But it's worked out for us the 2 times so far. Oh. God, do excuse me, I'm still getting my eye in a bit, like I say. It's been a little bit of a while since I last played, but a couple of, you know, good hands, even if we didn't necessarily milk the most out of them, shall we say. And you know, it's It's nice and refreshing for me, actually, to really think about this stuff again after a little bit. About, you know, like how my bet sizing is looking and all that. I think that's definitely the takeaway for improvement on those first two hands. Like, yes, they went well. I'm pretty sure they could have gone better. Ooh. Was that literally just ace kicker plays queen kicker? It was, yeah. Huh. Hayate's story at the queen was like, okay, there's two kings down. You'd be betting harder if you had one of them. So he's just going to bet on the fact you don't have the ace. And, yeah. Hayes showed that they did. We are not going to call that raise on 5 jack off. Jack off. It's never not going to be funny. Like, the hand is called 5 jack off because it's off suit, but also, you know, jack off. Oh, boy. Never stop being silly, everyone. Excuse me. Never stop being silly, everyone. Ugh. Be silly like your life depends on it. Speaking of silly, this is a board with a lot of high-value cards when no one has bet. So what were you going in with there? What was a 700 raise? Ace 5? I mean, yeah, I can... You know what? I can actually see that. You've got, like, the top pair, but your kicker's terrible, so you kind of want to not, you know, overstay your welcome. 7 jack. Problem is, this probably gets raised by Hayate given his previous betting habits. So I'm not going to play it. I'd be tempted to see if I could see a flop with it. But... okay, just a call from Hayate. I think, like, well... analysing the hand retroactively now, so it doesn't count for nearly as much, but... wouldn't have been great for me anyway. I don't think this would have been great. Yeah, the ace is scary. A king or queen coming down would be scary. A single spade on the river here, excuse me, yawning again. Single spade on the river here would be a bit iffy. Well, yeah, and there's that king we didn't want to see. Like, we're really playing this to see if we can make, like, straights or flushes, this kind of 7-jack, and we made... not that. We did not beat trips, let me tell you that for nothing. Ooh, that reminds me, actually. I have to go to settings and return on muck. Because I don't want to give away information. It's just not something I'm about tonight. Or any night, to be fair. Another raise from Hayate. And an even bigger raise from Tomo-kun. Okay, Tomo-kun actually wants to play. None of this being pussyfooting him out that Hayate's done with these, like, kind of very small raises. Tomo-kun is just gonna fucking throw it out there. I respect that play a lot, actually. Okay, raise from Hayate. Pika Pika on the big blind call. 6-10-8 rainbow flop. Check from Pika Pika. About a third pot from Hayate. Call from Pika Pika. Another 10, this time of hearts. So, yeah, I guess flushes are on the table, but the board is paired, so are full houses, technically. Although I think if you had a pair of 10s on this kind of board, you'd probably bet it a bit harder, unless you're doing something very weird and trappy. Pika Pika going all in on this, actually. And Hayate calling them. What do we got? 9-10 plays the kings. Damn. An absolute fucking sweep for Pika Pika on the trip 10s. Yeah, just Hayate not believing that they had the third 10 there on the all-in, and unfortunately they did. This is actually kind of really good for me, because I was about to say Hayate, like, you know, player style-wise, was definitely a bit of a problem for me. Yeah, you know what, 4.6k, you two can fight over that. I want nothing to do with it. Like, he definitely seemed to be, like, aggressive, wanting to be in every hand, which makes bluffing a bit more difficult, but these kind of slightly more reserved players, I feel like I can generally, excuse me, I can mess around with a little more. I don't know why I'm yawning so much tonight. It normally only happens like the first 10 minutes or so of stream. Let's just keeping going. But yeah, these slightly more reserved players, I can, you know, bump up against them more, shall we say, with some bluffs, and have a better chance of them folding. I've just got to make sure that I've got a consistent story in my head. Two queen. Ew. No thank you. So at the end of this, we are, like, third at the table currently, but not by a huge margin. Second really isn't too far behind. If she wins this, she might be a bit more in the lead. And then Pika Pika, obviously, wiping out Hayate for a clean first. King 7-4 Jack, no further bets. We had checks on the flop. Ten of clubs to round us off, so, I mean, there is technically a straight flush out there. He's going to represent it. Is the player to my left going to call here? They're thinking about it. We're eating into the reserve time. And that's a fold. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it, I see it. To be fair, I think when you're that far behind, you don't want to necessarily fall too much further behind. Because you'll very quickly, like, find yourself, in that kind of all-in or die situation, which can be, not the favourite. You want a bit of spending power at the table. If that means backing off from a smaller hand to, take advantage of a bigger one later, maybe that's the play. Ugh, God, these yawns. God damn. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure there's another school of thought that says that maybe the players should have gone in there, take advantage of every hand they can while they're in. But, meh. I think, we've assessed how that player is thinking in that moment. 7-7 Jack 8, and Tomo-kun and Hei are going at this one. Going at this one hard, actually. Ace of Hearts here. Flush has suddenly come online. Tomo-kun with the 6.7k bet. Trip 7s beats 7s and aces. I was about to say 8s there, which it would also beat, but no, it's 7s and aces. Puts Hei way up into first, and Tomo-kun way down into last by, like, about almost 9k. Yeah, we will fold that. Queen 5, it's not going to cut the mustard here. See a raise from Hei, a call from Tomo-kun. Call from Pika Pika. 7-5 aces off flop on Tomo-kun to act. A check. Another check. Daring today, aren't we? Maybe the 2 of diamonds to enable the flush will change your mind. This is pretty prime flush bluffing potential. Tomo-kun's going to bet small. Just going to try and tease people in. Now, do people see it as a teaser bet, or are they just going to roll right through it? Hei sees it, but Pika Pika's going to call, and the Queen of Diamonds turns up on the flop, which means that suddenly, the flush you had, you better have a good one. Because just one diamond higher than both of yours will ruin your day. Gonna see... Oh, the snap all in from Tomo-kun after that raise from Pika Pika. Really gonna put him to the test. And this would be a big hand for Tomo-kun to get back in this as well. Pika Pika folds it out. Yep, it's probably the right decision, but like I say, from 9k behind last to barely a k behind last. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. Oh, can I get a fold from Pika Pika? That'd be nice. Yeah, I'm not really particularly feeling the Friday night hand here. Let's roll something else, shall we? 5 queen? Not particularly feeling that either. Like, I'm probably gonna have to play a hand at some point. But we can just sit back and enjoy the table ambiance for a bit. Those couple of hands we earned at the start, keeping us afloat. It's not gonna be this 4-8, let me tell you. There are hands I can maybe play, but a 4-8 is not one of them. Jack 6? Not in this position. And also, probably just not at all, to be fair. Okay. Well, at least the rest of the table's kind of slowed down with us. Seeing some, some blinds and some antes shift around. This I feel deserves a little bit of a min raise. And then everyone immediately folds out. This is the danger of being a bit too tight. Well, that's quads. I'd really like to see another spade here. Okay, or an ace. Yeah, I've got an ace. Nah, fair. I had to try and trap with something there. It's like, I clearly would have gone in on something, so maybe I can just rep the ace. Flopping quads, though, is definitely something. That's, whew. Oh boy. It's a bit of a shame that obviously because I'd, you know, been folding out so many hands prior to, enjoying the table ambience a bit too much, you could say, that my table image meant even on a min raise, everyone else was just like, we're out. Maybe the min raise was the issue, to be fair. I would have just gone for a standard 3-bet. Maybe that would have been a bit more enticing in a kind of weird roundabout sense. I looked too much like I was going for something small. It's a definite possibility. Okay, about 12k on the end of this hand between Tomo-kun and Pika Pika. Gonna see another 6.5 or thereabouts come from Tomo-kun. Putting Pika Pika to the test again on this fairly nothingy, honestly, board. Do you believe Tomo-kun has an 8 or not is essentially the question that's being asked here. We're gonna see a call from Pika Pika this time. They had the 7, they played 7-4 on this. Yeah, see, that's difference between me and Tomo-kun. That's a hand I never would have played. But Tomo-kun using it to some great effect. King 9 suited. Maybe we can get behind this, you know? I feel like we are really getting a masterclass from Tomo-kun here. I'm going to call this. We're going to hit trips. The kings really like me tonight, actually. And we're going to half pot bet this. Yep. You know what? It's small but decent hands. We'll take that. Jack Ace, another very playable hand. So we'll 3-bet this. See if it gets us anywhere. Gets us some blinds. You know what? We have made our way into second through those a couple of good hands. Queen 9, I am again tempted actually. So we're gonna go for it. And we get it again. All right. Yeah, sure. Now, I think Tomo-kun's definitely going to start smelling a rat at some point and is going to start pushing on some of these hands. So it's all the more reason why we need to have some firepower in the tank. Because we've got a good couple of hands where it looks like, you know, for all intents and purposes, we've just bluffed a couple of times and taken some, you know, taken us almost all the way to first. Granted, I know Hei's got some money in the pot here between Hei, Tomo-kun, and Pika Pika. But, like, you know, it's taken us almost all the way to first. Though that, you know, one winning hand and a couple of, just a couple of blinds. So really, we can rest pretty for a bit longer, but also we do really need to be careful if people gonna maybe try and start calling those bluffs, in which case we need some good cards to back us up. Okay, Pika Pika taking a nice little pot there. And to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention on because I got halfway through a sentence and then forgot how to finish it. So that's where the brain power is being dedicated. Yeah, I'll check this, Jack 8. You know, nothing to get too excited about. Pair of 7s. I'll put a third into this. Just a little bit. Interesting. Okay. Well, I now have a reason to check fold, because if I'm bluffing this 10, suddenly that ace don't look so good to me. 10 jack queen. Nah, it's just not quite enough on all fronts for a straight. I'm just going to let this one go. I think Pika Pika has it. Yeah, has the 10. Fair enough. Not my best played hand, but also not too much lost from it. Like about 4 or 5k there. Would be a lot worse. Yeah, 4 ace we definitely want to fold out as well. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, we're seeing some action. Okay, Pika Pika and this person who I can't pronounce the name of. On a 5-4-9 all of hearts flop. Which the player to my left immediately folds out the first sign of trouble, which is, you know, I guess they're in their own head a bit. I've been there. I've been there this game, I think, in a couple of different spots. So So I can't talk too harshly of them. It's not like I'm playing a fucking blinder over here and I can really critique their decisions. You know, maybe they went in with a bluff for once, and it just got called by Pika Pika, and then it was like, ah, well, shit. The recent couple of exchanges have put me 4th by a narrow margin, which is somewhat upsetting, but we do want to try and at least make top 3 in these games. Like, obviously, you know, first, second are where the money's at, but top 3 keeps us afloat. Pika Pika doing very well here to kind of pick these little hands off. Hey King, I'm gonna go back to my folding old spree, I guess. Okay, sure. If you really want the blinds that badly, you can have them. I don't really get the methodology behind that. Like, if you have something good, you slow play it. You don't do that. That's if you have something bad, but you just know that people aren't, like, at that kind of amount of lost chips. It's not worth taking the risk for. Yeah, 6-2, there's no way I was going to play that. Pika Pika's pushing into me every single time at the minute. That's what I've noticed. I might give this one a call, depending on the size of the bet here. 6.5k? No, bit too rich. I was like 3.2. I could definitely, you know, jump and jive with. Play to my left's going all in. Very glad I didn't call it. Ace 10 plays Ace Jack suited. We're gonna need to see exactly a 10, or the player to my left is out. Hooray! I can stop saying player to my left and not knowing their name. And also, I guess, you know, guaranteed at least 4th. Now, I am the short stack at the minute, but not by much. Pika Pika obviously running away with this one in a very commanding position. I still think Tomo-kun is, like, who I'm probably most scared of at this table. If I'm looking to get someone out here, I'm looking to get Hei out, like, at the earliest opportunity. 3-8-7 is a fucking nothing flop. Maybe it's something if you've got 2 spades, because there are 2 spades here, but really, yeah, Pika Pika's doing the right thing there by just half-potting on this, just saying, like, I've got overs, and I want you out before you make a flush, and I've got the money to back it up, that even if you call me, you know, obviously I don't want to give you money, but I'm not going to die for it. Let's try this min raise again. Immediately out from Hei. And Tomo-kun. Call from Pika Pika. Okay. 10 King 5. We're going to pot bet this one. I'm going to change it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's important to kind of vary your strategies in your betting to keep people guessing. So obviously, you know, when we flopped quads earlier, we played it a bit more slowly with that aces, you know, over pairs. We wanted to play that a bit more. Yeah, alright. Sure, have you 2.5k. I got more than that out of you on that last hand. So, kind of alright with that. In fact, just noticed 10k has mysteriously disappeared from Hei and Tomo-kun's pockets. Yeah, okay. Like, I'm very happy for everyone to keep folding this, because if they do, I'm not the one who has to act. It's both of you before me. Like, I will absolutely not give a shit about pocket 5s there. It's my God-given right to, in fact. We're also folding this 9-4. Right. All in from Hei. Does Pika Pika want to call this? Oh my god, they do. Ace King plays Ace 6. If we don't see a 6, then Hei is in trouble. No, never mind. The board is a full house. Just fuck everything. I see. I would have quite liked to see Hei go out there. And just, you know, be assimilated into the monolith that is Pika Pika. Yeah, okay, on 6-10, I'll check that. Yeah, this is probably just a get out of their hand from me. I'm not hugely enthused by 6-10. 8-10 suited would be great if I didn't just see an all-in. Yeah, it's a great hand to see a flop with, but not to risk your tournament life on. Okay, Tomo-kun has now, with that, just barely surpassed me. It wants me to all-in this Ace-5, but no, don't do that. That would be silly. Like, why would I give up a 4th here? The beer hand! Nice to see you, good sir. It's been a little while. Ooh, all in from Tomo-kun. Yeah, making those ships, making their way up to 44k. Like I say, me and Hay are gonna have to start doing something similar. Okay, with Beer Hand, you can stop hanging around now. I'm not going all in with that. Does Pika Pika want a second shot at this? They do. I'm out. The 8s play ace 6. If we don't see an ace, then Hay is in trouble again. We don't. Hay's out. We've made top 3. Okay. Right. And now the real test. When pushed to the brink here, can we act? I'd really rather not on 3-9. Yeah, alright. I am fully aware that my move's the all-in of the fold, and that I have not got a lot of time left to do it in. But I've got to find something that's not 4-8 off. If you could go in all in... There we are, if we can have that. Jack Ace plays the 7s. Queen 9-9. No Jack or no Ace, then Pika Pika wins this. And I've made second! Oh, patience is a virtue, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the most flashy way to win, you know. But a second to start the night off definitely has my mental and my mood feeling a lot better. I mean, I feel like you're just kind of playing anything here. But I'm still going to fold this 9-7. I'm still going to try and take this somewhat seriously as opposed to just going, ah, fuck it. I guess I got to go in on my next hand, because 3-2 ain't it either. 10-6, that'll have to do. Like, it's not great, but particularly into Jack King, it's not great. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There was a straight potential there, or like, you know, either pair, because we were just playing high cards. But, yeah. Them's the cards I was dealt. Not exactly a whole lot I could have done about it. Yeah, plus 27 rank points to start the night off is very nice. I just realised this clips off a little bit of that, actually. Can I move this over slightly? On OBS. Oh, hold on. Helps if I have my mouse on the right bit. There we are. Let's recenter that a bit. It looks a bit better. It probably would have been cut off for all the blackjack earlier, actually. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, there we are. We are a little more central now. Let's check that doesn't... no, that kind of looks dodgy with the overlay. Let me... Need to be at least there. Is the issue. Okay, right, there. We're losing a little bit off each side, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, looks alright. Alright, well, game 1 down and we've got a second. Like I say, it's not a flashy second. It was just to take some hands where you can. And then have the mission button not work for some reason. There we go. It's just, you know, take some hands where you can. And then, really bump it up. Jesus Christ, there we are. Yeah, bump it up at the end there for that all-in. Not that there was much we could have done about it, but hey-ho. Right, let's... queue again. See if we've got people about. We should do, because there's normally enough for like one 6-person game, then a lot of them will just re-queue afterwards as well. Which is certainly what I'm doing, so... We will, ooh, a soft 20. We're going to stand on that for sure. And we'll win that. Also, a flush on this table, which is interesting to see. Means nothing in blackjack, but still, you know. We're going to hit on the 13 and go bust. There goes that win we just had. Okay. Hit this, stand there. Yeah, sure. Hey, let's go. Oh, yeah. I think this is maybe a thing I should try and introduce to some, like, other VTubers now. I think having a VTuber poker night would actually be a fire, like, collab idea at some point. Thinking about it. Like, I just need to get, some people with some knowledge of the game together. But yeah, that would be cool, actually. Because I'm on, like, obviously... a bit of a quest at the minute to try and reach out a bit more. I'm probably going to talk more about this on Saturday, so I won't spoil it too much now, but like I know I've got some things that are it's sort of in the pipeline. Like, I'm not actively working on them at the minute, but they're ideas that I have that I kind of want to try and turn into more concrete plans. But also, I've had a really busy, you know, first, like, couple of months of this year. So you'll have to forgive me if, and again, I'll go into more on this on Saturday. I just feel like chatting about it now while it's on my mind. But you'll have to forgive me if it feels like a bit just like, oh well, you know, like another gaming stream, whoop-de-doo. But like, you know, it's the bread and butter that's kept this channel, you know, going for the 2 and a bit years it's up. But I do want to try and diversify a bit at some point. You know, and I want to do more streams with people, more streams where I do things that maybe aren't just straight games, you know? Like, wouldn't it be cool, one idea I've had that does pertain to this, actually, wouldn't it be cool if I did, like, an entire, like, you know, stream that was just like a, you know, 2 or so hour primer on the basics of poker and how to get into it, and this site that I recommend, please get more players in it, because, help, I need shorter queue times. Ugh. Particularly at about the hours I play. So, you know, bonus points if you're on that EU time zone. Anyone near GMT? Get in here. But yeah, anyway, that aside, let's go into game 2, shall we? And see if we find any familiar faces. Because, yeah, Pika Pika definitely ran away with that one at the end. And then, yeah, like, everyone else kind of just all-ined when they could, and I just took the easy second by waiting for them all to do that. It does not look like we've got any repeat players. This is 5 new. We have, going round from left to right, we have, Kuraberu. We have, Baozakeru. No. Yeah, Baozakeruga. Okay, so Bao Zakekura. No, Zakeruga, sorry. We have Kantaro, we have Rashi, and we have Hoshi Z, Planet Z, okay. Which I will, like I say, I'm pretty sure all of that's right. There's only one kanji here, which I believe is Hoshi for planet. Yeah, other than that, you know what? 200, sure. I'll play a 10-4. Maybe I hit a flush. Or, like, maybe I don't, but it would have been funny if I did. I mean, there's a diamond there. I'll pay 400 more. I'll be a bit of a clown. Maybe I can psych this Kantaro person out. Damn, is this actually working? I mean, I can turn this into a play if this is actually working. I just didn't think it would. It's like 800 chips, I don't care. See, yeah, that's what you should have done. Well, maybe it's not what you should have done, because if you think about teaser betting it and then pushing big there, it's like, yeah, that's fair. I just kind of wanted to see if there was a flush option. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Re-raise, yeah, okay, we're out. We're out. And you see, this is the great thing about early games. Even with all that kind of, like, dicking about, I'm really only, like, you know, not even 2k down on what I started on. It's like, we can wait for good hands and play them later, but it gives me a bit of a flavour of how the rest of the table's going to be. So, like, that hand against Kantaro is like, okay, you really have to think about that, that re-up. And then, Kuraberu there with the, you know, knows what they're doing with a straight, like, re-raise, get off my blinds type thing. And we're now seeing, Bao? That's a really weird first name to pronounce, that Bao. So I'm actually going to pronounce the second bit, it's just Zakeruga and then Hoshi Z. Or Hoshi Z, I guess. Hoshi Z sounds better. But yeah, so we're going to stick to those pronunciations, I think, for now. Ooh, 658 block. Interesting. Okay. Betting a call from Kantaro and Hoshizi. 4 spades on the board. So, you know, but both players check. They are fucking terrified of each other's flushes. And like if you've got a low card in this as well, like there can't be that many low cards left, so you have to assume if you've got one of them, your opponent must have something high. Did 2 pair 10s and 8s just win versus pocket kings on that board? I mean, I can see why you not maybe want to push pocket kings so hard here, but yeah, I don't know if you'd have pushed it a bit harder earlier. Maybe it would have done better. So that's very passive play from both of them, which again is good to know. We can exploit this later with the right couple of cards. This girl's. Oh, is she the streamer girl? Just say, I don't remember her hair being like that, but I like it. Yeah, it might be a different character, actually. There's probably been a few that have been added since I was last there. Speaking of, who's this guy? Like, this feels like my kind of character. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I was busy gawking at the characters. I wasn't gonna be paying attention to that hand. I'm not gonna be paying attention to this 8-2 either, because it's terrible. So we shall not be doing that. Pair of 10s? Okay, okay. We can definitely make a play with this. Okay, Rashi with the raise. I think it's about time we re-upped on this. Gonna see a call. That's bad news for me. I've got to half pot this. I've kind of got to play it now. Still not looking great. Just gonna fire again. Oh, this is really dicey. Okay, we'll check the flush here, I guess. Nah, had the queen. Yeah, alright, fair. If there was ever a way I was going to try and push them off that, I had to give it a go. Pretty disastrous hand, though, obviously. Pretty big loss there. King 9 maybe is the one we can make it back on, though. Let's 3-bet here. Get some of that mental fortitude going. Yeah, well, made something. Not it back, per se, but made something of that. 9-5. Meh. Yeah, just get out of that one. Still can't believe I had the lean. I mean, to be fair, I guess the actual re-up wasn't bad on the on that hand there. Like it was pocket 10s versus like king queen, so it's a classic race, and I just happened to lose the race. But it was kind of worse than that because I didn't know I'd lost the race until, well, I kind of could guess maybe after the call on the flop. But I wanted to fire again on the turn, just in case. And I couldn't really fire with like a third pot there because it would look weak. You know, it basically all but confirmed what I had to Rashi. Good play by them, though. Good play by them. Hello, and all in? All in from Kantaro. Is a Kurabaru gonna call it as well? Oh my god, they are. King 9 plays Ace 9. And Kantaro takes it. Is that Kurabaru out? It is! Oh, we didn't come 6th. Okay. Actually kind of fucking huge. Look, my mental needed that one, alright? My mental needed that to just not come 6th. Oh. Because, god lord, after that first hand went a bit south. Yeah, we're definitely going to be taking a blessing like that. Okay. We've seen here pair of 5s. With like, I don't know. I'm trying to work out what each of these people have got, but I'm not seeing the vision on either line of play here. Okay, 2 pair ace. Well, actually, no, sorry. Full house aces and 5s takes it. Got a check on that? You were really trying to trap that? I don't know. Like you could have swung a bit more there, but it was a very passively played hand, so... I don't know. I still feel like if you've got a full house, you should probably swing with it. Like, maybe they just think you have 2 pair or something. But even then, I guess if Rashi hasn't had an ace and hasn't showed any real interest in the hand, then trying to get them to, like, buy into it is going to be difficult. And from Kantaro here. Also done my customary, we're almost an hour in, let me finally check stream volume. I really need to remember to do that like the start of stream. Yeah, wins with the lean jack kicker there. Almost a straight for Pushy Z, by the way. 6, 7, 8, 9 there. But, you know, Kantaro just seems to be running away with this one. Like, running away with this one to the point where, like, it doesn't even look like I'm that far behind anymore. Which, I guess, also is another advantage of making my fuck-up early game. Is that, like, I'm not going to get just immediately hosed by the blinds. I've got time to find a couple of good hands to come back in on. But, you know, Kantaro sitting at a bleeding monstrous 70k there. Very comfy. On, like, almost 4 times my stack at this point. In fact, probably over 4 times my stack. I think my 4 times is, what, like 16, 32... 64, yeah. Over 4 times my stack. Ooh, Rashi taking this one down. Okay. Nicely done, nicely done. 4-3 game. I am gonna need some cards that like can compete in the fucking in the hands at some point. You see, Kantaro and Rashi go head to head on this one with 6, 10, ace being our flop. 2 clubs, so you know, flush potential there. Flush potential realized if anyone has it. 2 checks on the flop as well means that someone could have been waiting for that. Kantaro's gonna try and rep it. Rashi's gonna call. This is the Rashi specialty, by which I mean exactly what Rashi did to me. Gonna wait for people to bet into them. Folds it out this time. Damn. I was right to fire again then, actually. This is analysing a hand like 7 levels of retroactive that I shouldn't have. But I was right to fire again. Okay. We're back in this, I think. Well, not with this hand, but like... You know, we had a run of pretty iffy cards we were allowed to cool off. And now we can come back in hot. Just as soon as my model stops thinking I'm sighing whenever I look down. I am not angry. Come on now. I really have to work on piloting this thing and maybe just tweaking the rigging a bit. Because, like, this is me doing, like, browse. Not this. Like, definitely not this. Ugh. God, Kantaro takes another one on just, the higher kicker as well. They both had queens. Puts Hoshi Z down to 20k. Ace 5, I might have to try and make a fucking stand on. I just haven't played a hand in a while, so I just want to see if I can maybe nick some blinds. You see a call from Rashi. Okay, well, we do have a bit of a bluff catch in that we've got mid-pair. Do I just fucking... I'm tempted. No, let's not. Let's say discretion is the better part of valor here. Now I'm feeling that maybe we want to put in a little bet here. Immediate call? You have the jack? Like, I'm going to check it down. If you've got this, then you've got this, I guess. Oh, well, we've both got this. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Where's my funny emote? Oh. There we go. Okay, so we're both playing a similar sort of strategy on that hand then. 6-7 suited could, maybe if we can see a flop with it. I'll see a flop for that, yeah. We can ascertain that this is absolutely not our hand and we need to check fold, but we paid 700 for the privilege of trying to defend our blind, you know? I don't hate this at all. Gonna wait a couple of seconds and then check, just make it look like we're thinking about something. We're not. The hand is already decided. But they don't know that. Yep, we out. Because we're not, we're not going in on like a fucking pair of sixes when there's a jack and an ace at the table. It's just not going to happen. I don't want to bluff this either. I feel like with me being in for the past two hands, Zakaruga is very much going to be onto my shit. Did we just all in this on 10 ace? I feel like we might have to. I feel like this is kind of a do or die moment. Gonna get called by Rashi. Ace king? We found a 10. Just don't show me a king, we might be so back. Okay, we got saved. We got saved. Oh, thank God. Okay, puts us back on near enough 30k. And Rashi down by a little bit. Consider that repayment for earlier. But, whereas Rashi did it by, holding the ground and that, we just kind of lucked out. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. But, sometimes you can maybe consider that luck is a skill, as I've heard before. But luck is only a skill when it works for me. If it works for anyone else, then no, it's not. That's the rule. I don't make the rules except for this one, which I literally did just make up. Yeah, well, I've got much less of an incentive to, raise on these silly hands now, so I'm just gonna kind of let it rock, honestly. I'm sure Rashi will have the wherewithal to, all in or kind of put the cat amongst the pigeons somewhere at some point. So it's really not on me to do, to do anything here. I'm interested by Kantoro's decision to do these min raises. Trying to really get people interested in pots. I feel like that, because 70% of poker hands are bad, that works out worse for you more often than it doesn't, but we'll give this 6-7 suited a go. There's, there's bluff catch potential here. 5, 6, 7. We could have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to pretend that this does anything for me. Is Zakaraga going to do anything? No. That is top pair. I still kind of don't want to bet on it, though. I'll be honest. I'm going to leave a bit of thinking room and then, see what happens here. Snap call that. We've got the straight. Do we... Oh, he's totally got the flush, though, is the problem. We'll put 3.3k in for the straight. On the off chance he hasn't got the flush. He does. Okay, yeah. Any other 4 would have been great. But yeah. Yeah, at least there it kind of looks like I had like just a worse flush as opposed to nothing because I've got muck on so people didn't see my cards. Puts us kind of, back below 20k again, but I feel like that was still worth it. It was worth putting a little bit in, just on the off chance it was going to go well. Well, maybe not, actually. Now I've said that out loud, I'm starting to think, no, wait, hold on, I'm smoking some shit. If I was so scared of that flush, I should have not put shit in. Like, checked, maybe. But putting that shit in? Ooh, ace-jack is definitely something I want to play. There we are, there's some blinds. Patch that up, put me back above 20k, just about. King 4 is a bit more, Never mind. You know what? Free blinds. We'll take that. 4-9 we can safely fold on. So can everyone else, apparently. Everyone suddenly got very tight. I mean, Rashi I can kind of understand. You're in the all-in or fold position, but everyone else, like, what's going on there? Do I want to set mine here? No, I don't have enough, don't have enough bloody chips to set mine, really. The raise from Rashi gets everyone immediately folding. And I don't really want to call them on a pair of 3s when on the flop they are probably going to wall in if I call them there. It'd be like putting blood in the water, essentially. Ace 3, not a huge fan. And there's 2 other people behind me who need to act first, so, they can sort it out. And then we'll deal with the fallout of that later. Although, I've got to mean, Rashi pulling ahead of Hoshi Z there. You know, I had a feeling they would. 3 blinds, we love it. We love how passive Hoshi Z is playing. Free 4.5k, hell yeah. Pair of 9s, okay. We can kind of fuck with this. As long as Rashi doesn't all in. Thank God. Let's... We're just been crazy. No, we're not going to re-raise here because Canterol will just call because at 82k, an extra 3k is just kind of funny. It's not really anything, like, significant. Right, I believe you don't have a 10. Don't love it. Don't love it. Okay, we'll check it. Let's learn from our previous mistakes here. That's just an all-in. Fuck, I really want to call that. No, you know what? Not worth my tournament life. It's a deeply upsetting loss, but not as upsetting as going out would be. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Definitely think there's, you know, there were overs there, really. Like, the 10 was scary, for sure. The fact that Canterol can go in with basically anything is pretty terrifying. And also the fact that they called the 5k and then just went in 20k was not great. Fucking hell, 99k? Just enough so he didn't trigger the all-in animation, though, which is actually very respectful. I appreciate that. I don't want to get flashbanged every time you decide you want to go all in. Oh, Hoshi Z going all in here. Pocket 3s plays 10 jack. It's not looking great for Canterol, is what I was about to say, but actually. Aces and 6s counterfeits the pair of 3s. And get the fuck out of my chat bot. There we go. And make sure that... Ooh, King 8. Hold on, I've got to pay attention to this one. Do we just have to stand on this? I feel like we might just have to stand on this. No, actually, you know what? A raise from Rashi here really has me concerned. So, I will not be doing that. There we go. Seribot's got my back there, thank God. Right. Beer hand, also not particularly feeling. I've got to find something to stand on. It really is me in the hot seat at the minute. Blind's going up again. It's not what I'm looking for. Jack 10, I mean, I think that's got to be it, hasn't it? Really? We're not getting much better than that in the next couple of hands, probably. Yeah, Canterol calls, because why not? 9-2 plays Jack 10. I'm in a good spot. Unless 2-2s come up, in which case, fuck me, you know? Just kind of fuck me, I guess. Ugh. Well, there's a 5th, which is not exactly grand. How much are we losing for that? Like, down... Okay, we're like up 20-something, down 19. So we're still net up a little bit. But we haven't moved too far from our starting position. Actually, how much are we on? Like, points-wise. Can I see? At some point? Game, if you can... There you are, thank you. Okay, 2372. I think it's at least 2300 that you need for Legends, so we're still way above that. But still, you know. We could be playing a bit better. We'll take our free bunch of stuff for that, though. Yeah. Just our daily quests out the way. And I suppose we shall queue once more. Shall we? There we go. 2 in queue. Go back to blackjack for a bit. Yeah, no, I definitely made some howlers in that hand in that last game that I think meant I probably deserved the 5th. Like, we did get a bit of a resuscitation from there. From like that hand where I think my like 10 king beat ace king or something like that halfway through. I just got like the lucky 10 pair. But yeah. You know, the karma came around at the other end on that last hand where I was in a pretty good position. And then I took my opponent flopped bleeding trip 2s and I was like, yeah, alright then. Guess I'll die. But, you know, it happens. It's all part of the game. I was going to say I probably should have doubled that, but I'm glad I didn't. I still probably should have. Okay, push. We'll take it. We'll take it. 2 queen. I guess we have to hit this. Yeah, we'll stand on a 20. We will deal with that. There we go. 16. Why did I hit on a 16? That was stupid, but you know what? It worked out. Sometimes you've just got to make the incorrect play, apparently. Because, yeah, the 16 would have lost that. What do we got here? A 14? No, we absolutely have to hit on that. Another 20! Okay, we're actually doing pretty well at the blackjack, which normally means I do pretty badly in game, but, you know, like, the luck for me always feels inversely proportional between blackjack and the actual poker. But, we'll see what we can do, you know? Meanwhile, let's check a couple of things as well. Go. That's all right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, okay, and we're still on there. Cool. What was I gonna say? Well, I know what I'm gonna say now. That hit was dreadful, but yeah, might maybe just make this a bit of a, I don't know. We'll do one more, and then we'll see if we get one more after that. Exactly 21, because I wasn't really paying attention. This whole not paying attention lark is really working out for me on the blackjack tonight. But yeah, we'll do one more, and then we'll see if we can do one more after that, depending on how long this next one goes. And we're down. What are we looking at here? 18, we can stand on that. And push. Okay, could be worse, could be worse. 18, I think I do actually split the 9s here. Into 2 19s, beautiful. Now, if this somehow beats a 19, I'm going to be very sad. There we go. Much better. Blackjack? No, but a soft 16. We'll hit on the soft 16. For a hard 16. Stand on it. Yeah. With a 10 being shown there, it's very difficult, I guess, on a 16. Maybe there's a reason to hit that. Hey, blackjack. Let's go. Okay, 7. 16 on a 2 we can probably stand on. Hard 13, 15, 21. Damn. Close. I think we had the right kind of line there with the 2 being shown. 15 into a 10 we've kind of got a hit on. 17's our best bet. It's a push. We'll take it. We'll take it, honestly. Another blackjack. Let's go. Into 15. I feel like you've got a hit on this. We'll stand on the 16. 20. Unfortunate. But also, like, very hard to beat with our kind of where we were at. Well, we've got a 20 on a 5, which we can split once we're done with this. But first, we've got some poker to play. It loads. Oh, and as soon as my model stops wigging out, because I'm rubbing my eyes a little. Ooh, okay. Well. Fine with that. Okay, so. Names in order here. We have the Putaro. Great. We have Henmushi. We have Maneto. We have Saiyan XYZ and Aki. Okay. Another person, I think, from Code Geass. Might be from Kakegurui. Might be original, not sure. But yeah, those are our competitors at this table. Again, another no repeats, which is very cool. And my line this game is to follow what I did in the first game, which is take this one a bit more conservatively. Just, you know, get involved in less dumb hands. Don't let the, you know, past victories give you too much false confidence, you could say. Okay, small hand there going to say an X. Say small hand, 5.6k, I guess. It's like how much there isn't actually in the pot versus net swing to your chips is always a bit of a discrepancy on, you know, what counts as a big hand. Queen 9, I'm willing to play for 600, you know. I'll try and steal some blinds, why not? Okay, call from Putaro, and... Are we going to get a call from Henmushi? No, we're going to get a raise from Henmushi. Fuck me, alright. Well, you know what? I stand on playing conservatively. Putaro wants this, they can fight over it, honestly. 7/5/9s are flop. I'm still a bit concerned about what Henmushi could have. Like, that's pocket pair potential right there. See a check from Putaro. Yeah, raise from Henji, or I should say bet, really. Call from Putaro. Jack of diamonds, another call from Putaro. Now, you got to ask yourself, what does Putaro actually have here? Henmushi, I'm barely sure, is wrapping some pocket pairs and just saying that Putaro hasn't hit anything. But Putaro's been calling this since the 9s. Like, what kind of, like, gumption do you gotta have? Better pocket pairs, I guess. Yeah, okay. So you both had pocket pairs, which is why you were calling, but you were just counting on Henmushi having worse ones? Okay, yep. Well, I was right to get out of the way, and, you know, we can definitely say, particularly in these lobbies, that sometimes, you know, sometimes you've got to just Occam's razor yourself. Maybe they have, you know, maybe they have bet because they have the good cards. Case in point. Oh. Speaking of having the good cards, though, no real, like, extravagant bluffs on my end so far. I've definitely been playing a bit, like, a lot more of a calm game where I haven't necessarily put myself in as many of those situations. Which is a bit of a shame, because they're very fun to do. But I suppose the night is still young. There is still time yet. We can certainly try and work something out. Okay, 6-jack, not really. I was gonna say not in this position, but I think even if I was in, like, a better position, I still wouldn't play, like, 6-jack, really. Like, it's one of those, well, I still, hey, look, I don't care what you're showing me flop, I still wouldn't play 6-jack, even on that. But, like, 6-jack is definitely one of those relegated to those kind of, like, okay, we're heads up and fuck it, it's a face card, I'm going all in kind of hands. It's really, you know, not something we want to, mess around with all that often. 6s and queens with the ace kicker for both of them. Oh, okay, fair. 2-jack is worse than 6-jack. Also, I've just realised, is this character, like... character is very Iron Mouse coded, in a way. Maybe just because I think this thing looks a bit like Booby as well. Maybe it's just me. Holy shit, I thought everyone except me had called there, but no, but 4 of the table are still calling. On the 7-queen-6 flop. Big load of action here. Let's see, a check from Putaro. Check from Henmushi. Yeah, a lot of people are probably going to be fairly afraid to rock the boat with a bluff here. With an ace in play, though, it's also pretty reliable to rep something at this point. Like an ace and a queen, and 4 of you went in. Like, someone's got to have something. Putaro's going to be the first to rep it with a 3rd pot bet. Henmushi and Blin Manitor and Saiyan XYZ all just straight folding. Damn, I mean, I suppose to be fair, they all went in with like 700 chips. So, I mean, you know, maybe my prior analysis was wrong, and they in fact didn't have to have anything to bet with that kind of chips, that kind of stack. Yeah, we'll give it a call. Why not, you know? 2-2 jack, 1 diamond. Not hugely enthused by this, just gonna check it. 5 isn't really doing anything for me now. My best hope is a pair of 9s. Okay, we've got 9 kicker, I guess. I'll throw out a half pot. Just in case we get an easy fold if my opponent has like completely given up. Which as it turns out they did. So go me. And we're rewarded with a 10 ace suited. Now this is a hand you can party with. Definitely get some energy going with this one. So we're gonna 3-bet into Putro, see if we can take that blind off their hands. Indeed we can. Again, don't feel like you have to second guess that one. Why let a flop develop that could be bad for you when you can just take the money now? Because we're not exactly going to get much more out of Putro if they just check there. 10-2, bit stinkier. Gonna have to follow that one. God. I apologize if I've been yawning a lot tonight. Like, I guess, to be fair, I have been out and about until about midnight, 1 in the morning the previous 2 nights. So, you know, it's been a bit of a long one for my old bones. But, yeah, because, like, obviously, the Sunday, those of you who follow my Blue Sky will know I was out, playing some Mahjong in real life at one of the automatic dealing tables, which was very cool. Loved that. And then last night I was out at locals, which I did come home from, like, slightly earlier. To be fair, it wasn't quite 1, it was more like midnight. But still, you know, it's 2 late-ish nights in a row. Which, does a number on me, you could say. Oh. Okay, so we had 2 very big bets, like about 3.4Ks, I think, going into this pot, and we seem to just have had checks throughout. Like, did they both whiff their aces? Another 3.2K bet here from Henmushi. Is Manato gonna... Or Manato, sorry. Gonna do it. Damn, okay. Hits the king. Manato just saying, okay, we've both whiffed aces and I have the better kicker, but Henmushi's sitting on a pair of kings there. Well, 2 pair of kings and 3s, technically, but, you know. It's the kings that mattered. Ooh, raise from Aki, and a fold from me on 5-9. No, thank you. How are we looking on the board at the minute? Ooh, Manato? The re-raise? Also, yeah, that definitely from Kakaguri. Yeah, polishes up some blinds with that, fair enough. Or blinds and a raise, I should say, sorry, because I forgot that Manato was actually in the small blind position. So, yeah, very respectable. So Henmushi's our chip lead. I'm in second currently. And then we have Aki, then Manato, then Seiyan, XYZ, and then Putaro. Henmushi cleaning up some blinds on a hand that no one else is interested in. Queen 7 suited. You know, it's one of those ones where, like, I can defend it on a big blind. I can see what's gonna happen. Yeah, you know what? You know, I think I'm not pot committed. What's the word I'm looking for? It's more valuable to me to go in than not there. And I've got this top pair, so let's put the cat amongst the pigeons. Let's see if anyone wants to hard claim this flush. Fold and a fold. There we go. All right. Okay, sitting on a pretty 34K now. Can we try and maneuver our way up to first is the next question. Not with 5-4 and not with Aki coming right up my arse with that being 14K bet. Putaro going to take a swing at this though. 2 King Queen of Hearts. I'm going to see a 3rd pot bet from Aki or thereabouts. And a straight fold from Putaro wants nothing to do with that. Sees the flush potential, sees 2, maybe, you know, 1 or 2 overs, and was just like, nope. You know what? 10 Jack. I reckon we can get some blinds out of 10 Jack. Maybe we can get a couple of folds here from Putaro and Henmushi. Unless Henmushi's going to put us to the test here. Just a call. Okay. 10 Jack Queen King. We do have an up and down straight draw with bottom pair. So I think that's worth putting a little money on. Like an ace or a 9 is our ideal here. A 10 or a jack isn't too bad either. Okay, we'll check it. 2 pair. Now the only problem is 10 Jack Queen King does mean that Henmushi has made the straight on an ace. It's the only thing I didn't really consider until this point. Ooh, this feels like such bait. You know, I'm just going to get out my winnings if you haven't got the ace. Whew, okay, yeah. I'm absolutely happy with that. Could I have got more? Maybe. But that, particularly the weight on that check, felt like such a, you know, like a, ooh, bet into me so I can re-raise you type situation. And I didn't want to put myself in that, like, it wasn't worth it. This gets me in first anyway, although admittedly barely as opposed to comfortably. There's, you know, like I said, you know, we said at the top of this game, our aim is to play a bit more conservatively. We were playing a bit wild in game 2. But, I think we've started to reel it back in. And it means definitely not playing this 3-4. I can tell you that, but no. Yeah. Okay, 3 people in this pot, actually. Aki, Putaro, and Manato. Osoy Man! Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I was wondering when you'd turn up. I know you're a big fan of these poker streams. But yeah, no, we've been having an alright night of it. I've been maybe a little lower energy than normal because I was just explaining to chat. It's, what do you call it? Yeah, I've been out till quite late, previous 2 evenings. But, yeah, I thought, you know, playing a little bit of poker, getting my eye back in, would be a nice kind of chill stream. And we've had a 2nd and a 5th so far, so, you know, the full spread of options. I think we re-raise this. I really don't want any silly hands developing on this one. Henmushi, if you re-raise me on this, I'm going to be so pissed. Thank God. Okay, just fold it out. Like, I'm going to show the entire table that I have got the cards. Saiyan gonna time me out for the fold there. Aki gonna fold as well. Yep, you know what? Perfectly fine pocket kings. Not every, you know, not every good hand needs to be you know, some like gotcha 50k swing moment. Sometimes just, you know, taking the blinds in a raise. Brilliant, you know? Keeps you afloat, keeps you going. Puts you further ahead of your opponents than you were previously. Yeah, you don't necessarily need to take, you know, the risk of getting to a showdown with every single good hands, because there's a lot of different ways that even, you know, the quote-unquote good hands can lose. Like, you know, you can, as we saw at the end of last game, actually, you can have, like, you know, king, queen, whatever, but if your opponent has fucking 2-9 and the flop is 2-something-2, you're fucked anyway. Oh. But yeah, no, we are sitting in a reasonably comfortable first, I would say, here at 41.5k. Aki's going to take this raise. I'm going to let her have it. I think there's no real need for me to try and, you know, crush anyone out. Particularly not Aki, who's still on 30k. And also particularly not with 4 king. God, I am more tired than I gave myself credit for, apparently. Another raise from Aki. Aki's raising a lot, it's got to be said. I'm beginning to become suspicious of what exactly their raising range is. Because I don't think you've got, you know, cards that as necessarily I would raise on, let's say, that many times in a row. So your range there is different to mine. Right, taking a sip of water. Really, I guess I should have been commenting on this actual hand that's developed here. All in from Putaro. Aki folds it out. Alright. Damn. Good shit from Putaro. Really sticking it to him. On the, I guess the club flush is what they were trying to sell there. And sell it they did. 9-6. You know what? Let's not. I could maybe try and greed some blinds here, but let's just not. Because I feel like if I do it every time, it becomes a bit, you know, like... Let's set mine. I'm ahead a bit. I can set mine with these 5s. Manator is gonna call. Okay. The set mine went off. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna super slow play this. We're going deep cover. 6, 7, 8. 8, 10 actually makes a straight here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, just an 8 makes a straight. Oh, and now I'm in a difficult position. This is what I get for going deep cover, I guess. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel this is a straight. We're gonna go for it. King 3? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't realize that 3 also made it. Ah, rough. I made legend, but then bounced hard off the ceiling back to diamond. Oh, you made legend. Oh, congrats. Hey, it means you get the fancy legend title now. So that's something. Oh, that was such a misplay on my part, because I didn't spot that 3's also made a straight. Hi, Artie, how's the games been? Mimi, nice to see you. They've been going alright. Like, a bit of a lower energy stream, because I'm a tired old man at the moment. But, yeah, we had a first game, and then a 5th, and now this one where I was doing quite well until about 2 hands ago. Like, it's not unrecoverable by any means, but it's, you know, it was a nice 40k lead I just gave away. Well, not 40k lead, but, you know, being on 40,000 and being in the lead, compared to being on 20,000 and not being in the lead. Okay, Hen Machine picking up a small hand there. And then what are we seeing here? 5-9. I can really do with some blinds, but there's no way Aki lets me get away with that. Or I guess say an XYZ at this point. I'm gonna make the dumbest call you've ever seen, just on the off chance that exactly this happens! Ha 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 ha! Right, we've learned our fucking lesson. If you've got 9 king, kill me, honestly. I'm gonna... Like, if you've got 9 king, you win. I'm not letting a flush develop. Oh, don't have 9 king. Don't. That would suck so much. I'm putting you to the test. You have 9 king or you leave. No, 7 king. Okay, don't show me a 7. We take it. We absolutely take it. Okay. And this is why sometimes, even if you've got a goofy hand, just, you know, just play it. Just, it's, you know, it's what? Another 1.6k I needed to pay to see that flop? And it's put me right back in the goddamn lead. Let's go. Oh, I even got a little maniacal cackle out halfway during that one. Oh. See, this is it. People show up to the stream suddenly. We're all looking good. I provide that content. Hell yeah. That's a decent size raise. I'll call it. I'll see what the flop is. It's fucking no good for me, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I don't particularly want to bet into you because I don't really want to call 13k with this. A king would be interesting on the, river here. No, okay, fair enough. Sure. Pair of 6s. Well done. Could have bluffed that a bit more, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe this is the first time this game where my just play more conservatively has kind of got in the way of me. We'll 3-bet this. It's king 10. It's raisable. Not Artie jump scaring me with a manic laugh. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to. No, that's awful. I think I have to fold this king 10. That sucks. I just don't want anything to do with that. Yeah, let's let Puter or Manator fight this out. I've really no reason to be in this. I guess I do have a backdoor flush. And also top pair with a 10 kicker, so maybe it would have been nice, but I don't know, a raise like that makes me fear, like, you know, pocket aces, pocket kings, maybe, it's still possible, pocket queens. Guess I would have beaten, but double check on that. Ooh, don't like it. Okay. Flush is active for me, and also for anyone else who has one spade. To be fair, the only spades I'm would really be concerned about here, obviously, are like Jack, Queen, Ace. So there's 3 cards I'm scared of. But, like, you know, would I bet my tournament life on it, which is what I'd have to do here? Fucking no one had it. No one had it! Oh, Manator with a straight. Okay. Well played, you know, I'll give him it. I'll give him it. That was exactly the right kind of move to scare me off. Queen Jack, yeah, we'll raise that. I've got to be a little careful, particularly when the blinds start getting to this kind of size. Because Manator might push me again here, but if she does, I'm more in a... slightly more in a position to, like, push back. 7, 2, 3. We're not going to pretend this does anything for either of us, right? Good. Glad to see we're on the same song sheet. Yep, still nothing. I could push and like act like I've got an ace here, but I'll just have this pair of queens instead. And I'll push 10k here. Yep, there we go. Alright, nice little hand, nice little hand. 5-2. First one we've hit in a while hasn't been good, to be fair. I've been burning some good cards, like, you know, that burnt King 10. And I'm not just saying burning good cards because I, you know, like, would have won that one dramatically. I think the bets were just in the wrong place for me to, you know, safely call it. But yeah, I've had, like, just really a run of good cards. I haven't necessarily gone to showdown with all of them, which isn't, you know, a bad thing. Certainly no bad thing. Ooh, Saiyan and Henmushi going head to head here on a 6-6 king flop. Saiyan gonna bet out the, you know, just the min 2.5k bet. Henmushi considering options. Although if you're gonna leave it this long, you don't exactly project a lot of strength no matter what you do, so you may as well fold it out. No, just times them out, the BM. Fair enough. Don't really know why. It wasn't that much of a BM play. If anything, it was a pretty solid line. But, I guess you're mad at the cards for not dealing you good ones? I don't know. Don't really get it myself. What is it with, like, I have a string of good cards, and then I have specifically 7-2 about 2 or 3 times in a row. Oh god, super chats. Henmushi with the super chat all in. Why does pizza occasionally appear on the screen? That was, I believe, Putero's all-in, like, effect. Like, you can get different ones, so Henmushi's there with a bunch of YouTube super chats for some reason, which is kind of funny, actually. It's kind of hilarious. We're going to see Henmushi and Saiyan go head-to-head here. It's probably in Saiyan's best interest to, yeah, just to fold it out here. And try and let someone else take it out. But, you know, at the same time, 5-ace suited is maybe something we can call on. Depends on the bet sizing. Of what Manator's going to throw out here. Timeout fold, it looks like. Saying, oh, no, never mind. Decent hand, but hey, you know what? Free blinds are free blinds. Never complain. Jack 10, also playable. If I call this and then Henmushi goes all in, how upset am I about losing about 6k? Not that bad. Okay. Pair of queens, 10 jack queen. It's not terrible, but it's not something I want to bet on, per se. Okay, now we've got 2 pair. Now we absolutely want to bet this. Let's go for a nice 15k, I'm feeling. See if we can put Saiyan to the test on this one. If Saiyan's got a queen and they've slow played this, they're a fucking god. I'm just gonna say. But I don't necessarily believe it. Like I said at the start of this game, sometimes you've just got to kind of Occam's razor yourself. And stop thinking in, like, you know, 4 or 5D, 4 or 5 layers of Yomi, I should say. It's like, no, maybe they just don't bet because they don't have the card. Would have made a nice little 2-pair here, but it's not a reason to play Jack 6. We're gonna see a check from Manato and saying, okay, well, another check. 7 of hearts means the flush is online for anyone who has 2 hearts, or for someone like me who's got 1, you know. There's a backdoor draw into it. Manato with another very long check and saying, yeah, hit some of the all-in here. I respect the shit out of this. Does Manato want to put him to the test? Looking like another timeout fold, so I'm going to assume no. Yep, there we go. Just decide a BM with that. Blinds going up again. They're getting really scarily high. Like, some players here, like, 22k looks fine, then you realize it's 4 big blinds, and you realize they have, like, no fucking time to act, actually. 20k is nothing at this point, which means 60k is not that much more. Okay, up to 36. Like, look how good Saiyan was literally last round, and now we'll just see them on, like, 20k again. Absolutely beautiful at these, like, these higher blinds to just get given money like that, because you get given so much more. I'm not going Queen 8 into this potential all-in from Henmashi. Because you gotta look at every hand from here on out as a potential all-in. I can go all-in with 10 King. I'll die with that. Sure. This is absolutely a hand to call this on. Manato, look, don't fucking do it, thank you. 2 King, 10 King, don't show me 2s again. Okay, you actually show me a 10s, this is even better, and I've flushed it. Okay, it's fine. Dead 7 ways to Sunday. Was Saiyan XYZ. Which puts me on a nice toasty 96k. 10 Jack, you know, depends on bet sizing. Or if I get to play it. But I guess I'll just break the 100k barrier for a split second there. 4-5 I'm a lot less enthused by. It's got to be said. A7? See, I'm willing to pay about 20k for it, but not 40. That's the issue. You really, at these kind of blinds, just got to think of every hand as an all-in. Or as someone else's all-in. See, case and point. Case and point. I'm not willing to pay 40k for suited A7, so I'm not playing it. Queen Jack, on the other hand. I don't know, actually, because someone runs a single king or a single ace against me, and I'm very scared. Also, I guess I don't get to play it, and I just get given money instead. 5-4. Didn't this have... Is this Groundhog Day? Didn't we have exactly 5-4 on the small blind, like, last small blind? If we get another all-in from you, then this is absolutely time repeating itself. I'm stuck in the time loop. Okay, never mind. The time loop's broken. Manato's actually decided to act. 8 ace suited plays king 9. The pair of 9s. The trip 9s. The trip 9s save Manato. Okay. Yeah, lucky indeed. Holy fucking shit, lucky. Okay. Manato, I'm gonna need you to fold here. Because I can't play Queen 2 even like this. Not for 17k. That's not gonna happen, I'm afraid. Queen 4. I can't play that either. It's gonna be a hard-fought heads-up between me and Manato, I think. Unless Henmashi can pull a miracle here, but... I need to pull a hand myself at some point, I guess. Because, like, things are starting to even out. I'm losing, like, 10k almost on just big blind. Like, we are all, like, you know, don't let the chip stacks deceive you. We are all in the all-in or fold position here. And I can't all-in with 8 Jack. And particularly not into 2 players. Okay. Fighting off again. 10 king plays king queen. See, these are all innable hands. If Minato pulls this off again. With the fucking underpair. I don't believe it. The one card that saves you and it wins again. Okay. So Manato's luck boxing. Do I all in here? Not on 5-7. I just don't think it's wise. Okay, let's try and play like a semi-serious heads-up strat. Which means, hey, if you want to fold, that'd be grand. Yeah, okay. I need to not have exactly this happen a lot. Because we lose, like, basically on the spot if this keeps happening. But I need to not draw 7-5! Okay, we need to make big money on this hand. Just throw it all in. It's 10 king, it's the best we got. 4-9 suited. If you flush me, I swear to God. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Bit of a reversal of fortune for Minato there. Keeps us in the game alive and kicking as well. Okay. Now, I think it's our turn to play ball. Mm-hmm. Alright. Queen 8. I've seen worse, you know. Queen Ace. Yeah, I'll do it again. Come at me. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it then. I got Queen Ace. You got Ace 10. Don't show me a 10. Literally just don't show me a 10 and we have this. There we go. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first place. Let's fucking go. Oh, we love to see that. Puts us up to 2,400. So I think we're a full 111 points clear of the threshold for Legend rank now. Which is beautiful stuff. And I think, actually, on the last stream, I think we claimed our, claimed our mission for getting a first in, Hey, good job, Artie. Thank you very much, Mimi. Oh, yeah. Like I say, when people show up, the content hands start showing themselves, and I get really, I get really lucky. But also, I think I did also, play that pretty well. My most impressive spot there was definitely the, like the 5-9, we'll just call this big blind when there's 2 other people in. I think that's, it's fairly basic still, but it's good game sense that worked, I like being rewarded for saying, like, well, I may as well on the off chance. Because I stand to gain more than I lose in that spot. Right. I'm feeling like I've maybe got one more in the tank. I need to go and buy some more bloody tickets, actually. While we're here, oh, there we are. So many different kinds of tickets nowadays. I just don't know what any of them bloody mean. Do I? What? Oh, I don't have room for that many tickets. It's not that I don't have enough money. I was like, what do you mean by that? Sure, we'll get one of these. 2, 1, 3. They do cost a lot, though. Gotta be said. They cost a lot, those things. But yeah, it keeps us topped up there. Ready for any future games we might want to play. And in the meantime, should we go and split that, split that King Jack that we had? So that's a blackjack, and we'll stand on the 15, why not? Yeah. 15 into a bust, a win, and a blackjack. Alright, now everything's coming up, Artie. We have to hit this. An 18 is a perfectly good thing to stand on. Does lose to a 19, but it's the right line of play. And we don't have to deal with that hand because we are already into another game. I wonder if I can start win streaking first. That would be something. That would be really something. Okay. What are we looking at here? Ooh, we do have some returning, well, a returning customer. We have Zakaruga, who's back. Yeah, okay, I'll call on 10 Jack. For 400? Why not? 842 is garbage, but I have 2 overs, I guess, so sure. 8, 9, 10 Jack. And suddenly an up and down straight draw with 2 overs. Looks very attractive. Like a 7, a queen, a 10, or a jack really, really would do something for me here, so it's a real shame that none of those came up. We're just playing Jack High. Sure. Why not? 400. Yeah, 9, 10, pair of 9s. I guess that's why the 10 didn't show up, or the queen, because there were blockers on them in my opponent's hands. 4 and 9 will fold out, and that gives me time to read everyone's hands? Everyone's names, sorry. So, we have Asada Pekaya? Asada Pekaya? I was always like Usada Pekora, but no, it's Asada Pekaya. Very legally distinct. Zakaruga, or technically Bao Zakaruga, but Bao is just a weird sound for me to pronounce. So Zakaruga is what we're going for. Mekabu, Andy Triple F, and Tama. We've just seen Zakaruga and Andy on this flop. Half pop. I mean, coming out strong from Zakaruga, actually. I remembered him being quite passive, but I suppose he did, you know. Mostly passive, has some fangs when he needs them. Queen 9 is definitely a good blind stealer hand in this spot. Do we want to re-raise it? Question. No, remember what we said about being conservative? It worked for us last time. It worked for us game 1, and being more rushed down, you know, more aggressive, I should say. Not rushed down. That's a fighting game term. I mean, I guess it works, but being more aggressive in our strategy didn't necessarily work out brilliantly for us. Game 2. I am going to take a little bluff there, though, because you're going to check that. I'm going to rep a king. You know, fuck it. I'll call you and then say that I've got that. There's literally no reason not to. It's free money. We'll fault this 2-4 suited out, though. There's lean Asada Bekaya. I'm just going to shorten that to Asada. Okay, a raise from Zakaruga and a call from Mekabu. Not huge, 1300 in the pot. Jack 3-9 of clubs, so flush is online. Straight flush is technically online. Well, one away from being online, I should say. Bet, raise, call. 2 of clubs flush is like super online. A different straight flush is now 1 card away, so there's 2 of them. Like, well, technically, you know, 2 ends of the spectrum, I guess. Everyone has a flush. Do you have the straight flush? Or, yeah, it's basically just do you have the straight flush? Or if not, you're both just playing if you have a higher club. I didn't consider that. Ah, that would have been my folly, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I guess you have the ace, you always have the best flush, if everyone has a flush. Is something to remember in those kind of rarer scenarios where the board does that. Okay, let's raise this. A7 suited, I'm feeling like I can play at these kind of like lower blinds. We can fuck around with it a little bit, you know? I said a little bit, Zakaruga. I said a little bit. Alright, fine then. Well, you know what? I'm here to fuck around and find out. And I do not have a king. And I'm not gonna rep one. Yeah, Zakaruga might put one past me here. I'm not hugely willing to bet the bleeding ace over. There's also, you know, potential pocket pair stuff. Like, you know, maybe that re-raise was on pocket aces, which would have been disastrous for me either way. The mistake there was probably calling on the a7 suited. Like, I should have just folded out on the re-raise. But hey-ho, you know, Couple of lessons learned this game already, and not too dear a price at about 3.5k from what we started on. So, we're doing alright still. A lot of nothing going on in this hand, which is weird for 3 people being in it. Small bet from Andy. Enough to get Zakaruga out? Interesting. And Mekabu? Really? No one wants to just pay 500 to see? I'd pay 500 to see. Maybe that's just me. Well, like, for a small bet like that, you may as well just try and keep them honest. Otherwise, you start getting in this weird situation where if you think he's got something because he's betting 500, he can scare you with, like, the really low-risk bet. It's like, you've got to look him up for that, surely. Even if you're pretty sure you lose it. Jack 7-6. We're getting another board where the flush starts active from the flop. Zakaruga are a lot less interested in it this time, though. Which leaves Mekabu to lap up a nice 4k points. 10-6 in a weird world might be... I was going to say might be defendable, but not for 800 to someone raising under the gun. The Mekabu call almost made me think, well, you know, maybe there's something we can do with here, but I would have 8, 9, 10 jack, so I would have an up and down straight draw. But when's the last time one of them came through for me? When would I pay half pot to see it? Like, probably not. You know, other than that, I'm playing jack high. Which is, you know, sometimes referred to as sod all. Excuse me. I'm not hugely excited about that hand. Big bets coming out here from Mekabu and Zakaruga, actually. They're really going head-to-head here. A second ace makes things very interesting. Both players check. Trip aces for Zakaruga. Takes back the money Mekabu had just taken off them, and then some. Very strong performance so far, actually. 9 jack suited. Now, this is a blind robber, for sure. This is a blind robber with a couple of really nice outs if we do get called by something good. I think you, yeah, we call this. We call this and we hope we don't get re-raised, because the one thing this hand doesn't want to have happen to it is it gets re-raised. See, like, you know, 3,000 into something like this. 9-10 jack queen. I mean, we do lose to the flush is the only issue. So, do I want to take a up and down straight draw, which even if I do make it, might lead me astray? I actually don't think I do. And just slightly more conservative play. So anyway, we would have had the straight, so... You know, but even then I'm like, well, I still have to defend against the flush. Which I assume Tama is repping here, yeah. Like, I think, you know, if I was still in, I might still fold this. It would be a harder fold, but I think it would still be the correct decision. The board is paired now, so I've also got to worry about full houses. This is a fucking terrible, terrible flop to have a straight on. Or terrible board, I should say. As it turns out, though, queens and tens takes it. But I think I still stand correct in my reasoning. Just not something I want to fuck around with. Okay, Jack 10 again. We had Jack 10 last round, right? Or something similar to it. This is still a decent blind robber, but I'm just going to play it from slightly out of position where you would normally play like a blind robbing hand. See if we can get it past 3 people. As long as we dodge the all-in from Mekabu here, because I just realised they're kind of low. Eyeing it up. I don't like that. Fuck. Okay. Now I've got to... No, there's so much time they could have spent looking for a better hand there. There's really no reason I need to push that with Jack 10. It's like the, yeah, it's like the one thing I maybe was just hoping wouldn't happen. But no, that, you know, it's unfortunate. But I think it was absolutely the correct play from Mekabu in their current predicament, shall we say. And, you know, for all this, you know, in oohing and ahhing I've done about, like, oh, this game's, you know, so much tougher, we're still only down, like, not even 7k. So, it's, you know, it's a chunk, it hurts, but it's not going to kill me. Instead, we get to see a bit of Mekabu and Tama duking it out with these smaller bets on a 6-5 Ace-9 King board. Of which 6 is going to beat pocket 4s. I honestly respect to Tama for staying in for pocket 4s there. I would not have. I think the spread with like a couple of low cards, like the 6-5 and, you know, kind of the 9. And then the Ace-King up top as well. It's like, you must think they've hit something. 8-10 under the gun is not it. I'm just not it's not gonna rock with that. And then 7-8 on the big blind. I have to ask myself a real question here, whether this hand is really defendable to a raise. And I would say if it was suited, sure, but like otherwise, I don't think it is. Particularly not so early in position from Zakaruga. Like, there's so many hands that he thought he had to get past that he was still willing to bet on. I don't think a 7-8 is going to be, you know, the showstopper there. 6 queen again, I just don't think it's defendable. But, you know, a lot of hands aren't. 70% of poker hands are bad. But if you bluff them and make them look good, then maybe things will work out. Alright, well, we're playing a queen here, essentially, and we have hit said queen. So let's put 3k in. And hope that we're not going to get shat on by the fact we have a really terrible kicker. But, you know, if you hit your one pair at this stage of the game, you've got to bet it. Okay. Kind of got lucky there, but it worked in my favor, so we're fine. Pocket 5s. Now, there's an interesting set mine we could try and take here. I do quite like the idea of just calling this and hoping no one re-raises, but I feel like re-raising is something Zakaruga could really stand to do, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. We're just going to call on this. Okay. Actually, not the case at all. 10s and 5s. I am asking, do you have an ace? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do you have an ace? Okay. Well, I don't think you have a 6. If you've played me, you've played me. I still don't think you have this ace. Fuck, maybe you have that ace. King 10. Okay, you know what? Fair. Fair. Oh. I didn't think you had the ace. I definitely didn't think you had the 10. Bit of a disaster, because that's a really good hand for pocket 5s. But, you do what you can, you know? You do what you can. Oh. Right, so my next question is, where do we make our last stand? I don't think we make it on a 6-9. How many bigs do we have left? We've got 5 bigs. We've actually got like a little bit of time. Not much. I mean, most people are going to look up 4k and just be like, yeah, whatever. That's like a reasonably sized raise for us. You know, it's not anything life-threatening. But all the more reason why we need some good cards in the corner, because we're not really going to get away with bluffs. Because people will just look us up for shits and giggles. At this kind of stack size, it's just find a good hand as quick as you can, or one that's, you know, good enough relative to your rapidly diminishing lifespan, and move. That has an ace. We go. I suppose I could also wait and try and play positioning, given there's so many people left. But hey, you know what? We're up a couple of grand. 2, 3. No, don't like that. Don't like that. We can have everyone fold. That'd be nice. Why? There's no need for that. No need for this. Don't do that. Stop it. Get some help. It's got an ace, and it's got a significantly better kicker this time, but less straight potential. But like, who cares about the straights? Yeah, I'm sending this. We're going into a heads up against Mekabu, but is what it is. king, 6, 9, ace. Don't show me a king or a 6. That is a king. I'm going to need to see an ace. Or you can show me a 6 as well, and I'll fucking die. That can also happen. Ugh. Well, rough. The odds were on me to win that one as well, like 62%. Just kind of lost the coin flip. And we're back below 2,400. Let's go. Oh, right. Well, I'd be hard-pressed to end on one like that. So, we'll do one more. And assuming it doesn't go terribly again, we'll make this the last one of tonight, I think. As soon as game wants to let me in. There we go. Bish, bash, bosh. Re-queue once. A 14. I guess we'll hit on. Into bust. Yep. Well. Well. What do we got? 12. We'll double on that, actually. Onto a 13. Fuck, man. Really? One time I don't want to see an ace. 6 into a 10, you gotta hit it. 11, you've absolutely gotta hit it. 21, there we go. Beautiful. Right, 12 into a 10, you've gotta hit it, unfortunately. But you could also just get a beautiful 21. That would do. That would do nicely. 13 into a 10, you've gotta hit it. A 20, you've absolutely gotta stand on it. 22, let's go. Soft 16 into a 10. I think you do still have to hit this. But we'll never find out what we hit it with because we've been taken into our next match. And possibly our final match, depending on how I'm feeling. We shall see. We shall see. Alright. Anyone we've seen before? I don't believe so, actually. And of new people. 7-6, honestly, I can call that. 7-6 suited, why not? Just me and Koba in this one. Pair of jacks, yeah, I'm not too enthused by this either. Pair of jacks and a 10 and a king. Kind of ruins my flush dreams and my straight dreams. 6, 7, 8, if that was a 9, we'd be laughing, but as it stands, we're not. Let's just play honest, you know. Get out of there with that. We haven't got anything, let's not play anything. Get that table image going that I talk about sometimes. Okay. Ace 4, we can get out of there and we can read some names. So we have a Pandoru Bo. Pandoru Bo, I believe that is. Tsubo, Take, Koba, and Ogutaro are our opponents this round. Right, see if we can make a third and just go for like the true harmony of getting like 2nd, 5th, 1st, 6th, and 3rd. I guess then we need a 4th to complete the set for like true greatness, but you know what, I'll settle on a top 3 and going slightly up. Rather than searching for the 4th. Okay, kings, just a king kicker there taking that actually. Well, king kicker I should say, king high. I tell a lie, I didn't see the straight. My bad. In 7, 8, 9, 10 jack, yeah, of course. I thought that was just king high. And the Ogudaro had literally fuck all, but I don't know, maybe they had a pair. Okay. Very quick to put those down. Jack 10 is very defendable, actually. Raisable, in fact, I would say, in most scenarios. Just a call? Well, no, I'm gonna need to see some gumption from you there. If you want in on this one. Because I've just landed trip jacks, and I am gonna No, I'm not gonna slow play this actually. I'm gonna half pot it. Take probably folds this, but do I risk a flush developing? I don't know. Maybe that's a bit maybe that's, just a bit my anxiety of running into a flush getting the better of me there. But Yeah, because I could probably sit on trips, couldn't I? I mean, like that, you know, I'll chalk that one up. That one's a misplay. We'll give him that.
Cool.
Okay. Ball from Pandoro Boru. No, not Boru, just ball. I keep wanting to think in my head that it's Panda Ball, and it's not. It's Pan Dorobo.
Check.
I'm gonna try. I'm not. What am I repping here, a jack? I'd still be scared of the king.
Peddle.
Okay, we'll call. We'll take this line instead. And then we wrap back around. You see if we can catch him on some kind of weird bluff here. Woo! Okay. I'll be honest, I hadn't fully thought that line of play through. It just felt right in the moment. But, like, I thought because I was literally about to do that, like, 750, like, kind of semi-bluff, I could do it, you know, I could recognize that that's probably what he was going for. We'll slide in with a call here. We'll just see if these pocket pairs can, you know, turn into anything. Right, okay. We've been given the glorious opportunity to see this again. Let's sit on our trips a bit. We're against 2 opponents this time, but it doesn't mean we have to bet nothing. But let's just, like, sit on our trips a bit. Okay, Tsuba folds. I'm kind of alright with that. Does Koba fold as well? That's a call. Got something in here. It's not trip 6s, is it? Third pot. See what Koba does. Another call. 7, 8, 9. No, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's a straight I'm running into now. See, I would go ham here, but again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is a very likely thing for them to have. I say we chill our jets. No, 3 king. Okay, would have won on the trip 6s. Well, I say would have won. Did win on the trip 6s, actually. But, I don't know. I didn't want to chance that straight. Just bet small, and then when that came, it's like, well, alright, maybe I should have bet a bit bigger a bit earlier, but it's a delicate balancing act between trying to keep Koba in and interested in the hand. Don't play 4-2 from this position, you'll get re-raised. Don't do that. That would be silly. Have I moved my overlay slightly? Oh, oopsie. You know what? Let's not. Let's not. Let's not move that around. Okay, back out here. Sorry, just checking a few other things. Stream is still running fine. And I hope there's been no audio issues today. Like I say, because I really can't tell when that particular weird audio issue strikes. I just have to assume everything's going fine, or maybe manually hit it off and on every now and then. Okay, 9-4. Okay. Alright, nice. 8-6, also not hugely useful for us. But I definitely think, you know, I feel like we're in that same game we were in the very first game we played tonight, where we've had some good hands and we could have made some more out of them. But also, like I say, I think in general, the more cautious defensive lines have been paying dividends for us. So, whereas in the first this time, I was like, oh, the first game this night, I was like, oh, that's a definite mistake. I don't think in this instance it's like too much of an issue. Like I'm more at peace with myself, I guess is how you could phrase that. It's like I have achieved poker zen. Also, fucking hell, half a K. I mean, half pot, sorry, into this this here. 10-7. On the big blind, this is like maybe defendable, depending on the size of the raise and the position of it. Do I? You know, now I'm here. I think if it was Koba, maybe I'd try and see this down, but Take, I don't know. It's like a whole extra person you thought you could get that past, and that makes it a lot more believable. In my eyes, anyway. Ooh, yeah, we call that, me hope, Pandora board doesn't fuck anything up, and they haven't. Okay, we do still technically have this flush online. We have an ace over, but whether it gets beaten by other people's aces with better kickers. Okay, there is a flush online. We do have top pair, but I think we do need to make a bit of a move to rep that and just see what other people come back with. Koba's out, and Okutaro's out. Ooh, sick. In which case, you know, gold for little toil. Pocket eights. Time to set mine. You know, it's my favorite thing to do. Because it's worked like 3 times tonight for some reason. Like, that normally never fucking happens, by the way. You go, like, hit these, and like, oh, I can hit a third one and set mine. It's happened quite a lot tonight. Or you can get a beautiful, like, beautiful board like this. Where before anything scary comes down, I'm actually just going to pop bet this and just, like, just get the fuck out this hand. Ogotaro, I don't want you here. My pocket eights are good now. The second and a 9 or higher comes up on the turn, they're so much fucking worse. Like, I need you out now. I don't care about extracting value. You need to be out of this hand now. Oh. Or, no, that's the line I was going for. Fucking, you should fold now. I mean, your hand has no potential. So on, so forth. Ace King is something we can raise on. Okay. Actually would have liked to make a little bit more than blinds out of it, but still, you know, playing good kind of small ball poker. Queen 10 suited, I'll do it again, Jerry. Oh, I'll absolutely do it again. And get called by Subo, we haven't really seen much of so far. We have bottom pair with straight and flush potential. That's interesting. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to see how much Subo wants to make me pay to see this. Nothing at all. Okay, 2 aces and 2 queens. Otherwise known as 2 pair. Don't know why I said it like that. I'm going to check it again. Yeah, okay, sure, 500. I can pay that. So what are you going to hit me with, Subo? I'm still checking this one down. What's your bet there, lassie? See, 7k is a little harder to stomach. You were really maybe trying to slow play something there, particularly with that 500 bet. That's the only thing I can think of, because that bet was just weird. Like, either you're an idiot or you're trying to do some, like, some baity play. And I'm not having it, quite frankly. Do I defend on 3-9 suited? It's 500. We'll do it. If we don't get a flush, we're out. We got mid pair. We'll see if it rides. This is so a hand I should not be in, actually. I have made the flush. Fuck, so have you. Okay then. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, now you've shown that, you want to put a bet in? No, okay. Well, my pair of 9s is going to take me all the way to the bank then. Yeah, you also had a pair of 9s, but your pair of 9s was better. Fucking, you know, very good of you to not immediately fold out on that main bet there. Okay. Because I think a more, maybe, that would have scared some more people off than I would have initially thought. Like, yeah, it's a small bet, but also, the flush was there, the straight potential was there, the king was there, and you were still like, yeah, we're in. Yeah, we're in on this hand, fuck it. Like, what? So, possesses some greater size of cojones that I simply have not seen before on a player. The straight? 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, everyone's got a straight. I'm stupid. Except Koba's got a better straight with the queen. Oh. Uh, 10 ace, okay. That's a certified blind stealer if I've ever seen one. Were we on like 40k a minute ago? What happened? I was about to say we're back there, but we're actually not quite. It wasn't quite enough. Okay, 3-5 we can fold out on. We're still kind of like in the lead. We're not maybe quite as comfortably as we were, you know, 3 or 4 hands ago or so. But we're still, you know, we're still alright. We're still moving and grooving here.
Cool.
Yeah, we want nothing to do with this 3-5, obviously, but... Ogutaro, Pandorobo, and potentially Take all want something with this. Maybe? Take taking a long while to decide they want to fold this. No, never mind. I stand corrected. The re-raise. Okay. Ogutaro reopens, yeah. Reopens it up to them. Ogutaro folds this? Really? You don't think, fuck it, we're pot committed at this point? Alright.
Cool.
Second weird play I've seen from Ogutaro, along with that call on the previous hand that beat me on. So I'm gonna keep that in mind, that this player plays very strange. Not, you know, I'm not gonna say, I have a full grasp on what their, playstyle is. That fucking fat hand going down here, by the way. Like, actually, like, you know, 35k in the pot. Take, kind of brewing their decisions now. Folds it out on King, Queen, because they believe they've got, like, the flush or the straight or something. And honestly, yeah, there's a good straight potential there on just a single 10. Speaking of single 10s, I've got 2 single 10s.
Cool.
Or have I? Or have I got no single 10s because they're not single? Philosophical questions. Right. Okay. So, I'm just gonna assume you don't have an ace.
Cool.
You do, fuck. Okay. I assume you have the ace. You bet again?
Check.
No. Fascinating. Well, there's an ace and a jack that beat me now, so my pocket 10s is looking a bit dodgy. I fired when they were good. You know, it be do. I can't really afford to pay that 7k for that, unfortunately. I think, yeah, the fold is the right play there. 5-6 is nothing outstanding. I'm amazed we haven't had anyone go out yet. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm hoping for it a little more than I should, but particularly after that big hand. But I guess Take did fold it. You know, we haven't had a big clash yet. 8 jack. It might be defendable. To a minute. Yeah, then why not? Why not, you know? We might find 8, 9, 10 jack queen, or a potential flush. This is definitely worth staying in for. There's like straight potential and flush potential. Both are like, you know, 1 card away. We've now got a pair. So, if we're a lot happier calling a bet from here, but I don't think we really want to make one ourselves yet. We've got trip jacks. I mean, you've got to give it a go, haven't you? On something like that. There we go. Yep. Fine with that. Back up to 36k. Excellent. We like being comfy up here. Oh. God, it's, you know, I'm envisioning a nice comfy hand, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm more tired than I give myself credit for, and like, nice comfy hand in my brain is translating to nice comfy bed. Oh. But we fight on regardless, the battle isn't over yet, no time for sleeping. Oh. Wait, kawaiso? I've just remembered that means poor or pitiable. Fuck you, small child. I'm not poor or pitiable. What the hell? Because a lot of people will just hear the kawaii bit and they'll be like, oh, it's like kawaii, but like mispronounced. It's like, no, that's kawaiso. It's an entirely different word. Yeah. Sort of. I'm gonna raise you with this jack ace. We'll see how kawaiso that is. Oh, fuck, you're immediately calling me. Hey, don't, like, immediately karma me. That would be great. I don't love it. I'm gonna third pot it, but I don't love it. Maybe we can get a laydown from Tsubo here. That would be the, yeah, that would have been the dream. Okay, fine, back to you. What's your price? I say we fire again and we fire big. I reckon I can pressure them out of this. Yep. Ooh, okay. Okay, then. Right. Whoa. That one I was riding entirely off of just lean pressure. And the fact that they'd shown that they were not really willing to, like, do much there. Like, they thought long and hard about that first one, and then they acquiesced the check on the second one. It's like, if you're slow playing this, you played a blinder, but I reckon, you know, with an ace high as like an absolute last resort backup, I've got enough confidence here to really push something. And sure enough, it worked out. But, fuck, those hands are the tensest ones. It's, oh. Those hands are gnarly. Also, did she just say Mama isn't playing? Like, Mama wa asonde kurenai no? I love that I'm starting to pick up on these voice lines. So is this meant to be like lean, like MILF Fox is what I'm looking at? I mean, yeah, I guess. Fair enough. Meanwhile, sorry, I've just been busy words. Now I've stopped patting myself on the back about my limited Japanese skills. Fucking this board, 3 Jack, 5 Queen, all of spades, and another 5 in case you wanted to try and full house your way out of this and threaten that. You can't even really threaten full house here. Like, it just beats someone who's going to go in on a flush. Like, that's its purpose. Like, either you have the full house, you bet it out and you fold, or someone else bets into you with a flush and you just say, ah, got them GGs and beat them. Oh yeah, Asonde Kurenai, which is like negative continuous form. Or negative regressive, I guess. So, yeah. Fucking Mama is currently not playing. Hey. Okay, King 7. Yeah, probably not from this position. And again, there's not really a lot of, yeah, I'm still right about that line. There's not really a lot of, reason for me to get involved in a lot of these hands. Gotta be said. Down a little bit. Yo. Though, I do like, I do like that, I think. Sorry, just moving my model around a bit. Oh, hello. All in from Koba, called by, Pandorable. And Pandorable with the pocket 4 is looking like he's going to make it. Unless there's a 6 or a king here, which there is not. Koba is our first person out. Alright. We've dodged the dreaded 6th, but we can do way better than that. 7-9 suited is an interesting hand to defend on. Against under the gun raise, though? You've got to wonder, really, haven't you? I wonder if it's worth the 2.5k. Because you're, like, probably not seeing a lot of hands. There's a C-bet coming off of that. With some reasonably high cards. In most scenarios, you'd think. Just, not the kind of... Not the kind of hand I want to get involved with. Ooh! Ogutaro's going to try and lay up this one after this raise. Is Taki going to call him? They're going to defend the raise. They're going to let Ogutaro have like 7.5k for free, essentially. Or more than that, actually. But yeah, huge for Ogutaro. Actually almost evened him up with me, which is kind of horrifying. It has not escaped my notice as well. Tsubo is like slowly slipping down there. Do need to put some pressure on them, but though like that kind of pressure is what we're looking for. That's my man, Pandorable. Let's go. Jack 9. Yeah, I should probably fold it. Because again, we're at that thing where I have to really critically analyze every hand in terms of, well, you know, I might be able to raise with this, but am I willing to eat a 14k all in? I think in this situation, the answer is yes. I immediately regret raising on this. Not because, like, before playing Pandorable raised it as well. I'm going to be honest, 3-3-10 hasn't done anything for me. I'm going to assume you're the same, Pandorable. Yep, there we go. Trip 3s. Yeah, I do have a good kicker. Fuck it. I don't believe you've got a 10. If you've got a 10 or pocket pairs, or ace or like ace jack or ace queen or ace king, you got me. But I don't think you do. There we go. There's just simply not a lot of mounts there that I'm gonna spin the wheel on it. Okay, dodging the all-in from Subo on this pocket sevens hand is pretty big. Unfortunately, it does not dodge the Ogutaro all-in, and you know what? It's just not my business to you know, it's just not in my favor. Bread thief. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think for ages of what Dorobo meant. I kept getting mixed up in my head with Yokozone. It's like, no, it doesn't mean welcome. But yeah, no, it's the bread burglar. Pandorable. Oh. Which actually is a fucking, now I think about it, is a banger username. Yeah, I still don't want to participate in this. Oi, bread burglar, do you want to go and It's actually a fucking amazing name for a poker player as well. Pocket jacks versus pocket queens. If I'm fucking Pandorable here, I'm gonna feel like I've just been eating a bar of fucking soap. That's an awful feeling. Going in with the hooks and they have one of 3 pocket pairs that just clean beats you. That fucking sucks. Speaking of pocket pairs that clean beat jacks, we got the rockets here, which we're gonna min raise on. Go on, give us that all in, Subo. Really? No? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still on 50k, so I'm still chilling. Oh. There's the... Why couldn't you do that last time? When I had the rockets, damn it. Well, Take, do you want to try and make 6k here? Nope, we're just going to let them have free chips. They're back up to 15k. At least the blinds being higher, they're like barely down on it. Now, see, ace 3 suited is one of those hands where I wouldn't mind seeing a flop with it, but I'm not going to pay 15k to get there. It's a fold from me. Ogutaro, despite the slightly weird-ass plays, yeah, sitting pretty in the lead. I can't call out on 3-4. Or particularly to an under the gun, all in, actually. Like, I get that once you're on that kind of chips, positioning becomes less important. It's more just about when you have the cards. But still, you know. Some standards to be kept up here. Do you want to push king 4? I mean, like, no. Like, the game says go all in. I mean, I'm literally, you know, double or in some cases triple people lower down the board. For my tournament life, it does not benefit me to all in here, game. I'm just not going to do that. Pandorable, if you got something different. There we are. I've got something decent. It's not different, just what I meant to say. Do you want to see if you can knock Subo out? Queen 9 plays king 4. Okay. Unfortunately, that's a queen, so we're going to need to see a king here. I don't think Pandorable is actually capable of knocking people out. His strengths lie in burglary, not violence, apparently. Which brings them even, which is just really bad news for me. It means I have to win more hands to maintain my, you know, kind of positioning here. To raise into Take's fold. I'm gonna get called being pitiable again. Blind's gonna go up high. No, I think the game is right. I should fold this. Against so many other people, kings and aces are gonna terrify the shit out of me. Take probably goes for the, well, why not? All in. 3 queen plays ace 4. There's one of those aces I was scared of. And an ace and a king on the flop. Not that I'm analysing this hand retroactively. Because I would have had a straight. But still, I was fucking right. I was absolutely right not to go in. Also, Jesus Christ, people at this table will not die. Everyone could fold. Could have a round where everyone folds. You've just lost a hand. You want to fold, right? Bro, why? There's no need for that. Come on now. Right, Jack, this has to be one where I fucking make a play. Right, let's have you all in. Or not, okay. You know what, puts me back up to 42. We're fine with that. Yeah, Pandora will actually looking like our next person who might be going out. Ogutaro gonna all in for 60k. Pandora, we're gonna try this one? No. Slipping further and further away. And it's starting to look like all right positioning for me again. Yep, not calling that on 4 ace. You keep doing God's work, Ogutaro, as long as you keep doing this. Everyone else dies before me and I get a second. So, yeah, keep up the good work, Chief. 4 ace? Nope. No thank you. Okay, there's an all-in from Pandorabo. Subo folds. Take calls. And a call from Ogutaro as well. Now, Take's in the unenviable position where she kind of needs to stay in this hand, but Ogutaro might just... Oh no, we're going to gentleman's it. Okay. The compadre play. Where we just want to get someone off this fucking table, so we'll just check it down. Never mind, Take's broken the sacred oath. And fucking lost the hand. Well, dreadful behavior, it's got to be said. This is why you don't do that, because on the off chance, I mean, I don't think they would have, but on the off chance that Ogutaro could have beaten that, there's an extra hand you could have beaten Pandorable with. I don't really want to call this on 10-8 suited, so I'm not going to. I need Take out, particularly if the blinds are going up to, yeah, more than they're worth. I need Subo out, and then I need to work out what my top 3 strategy is. Because this has been going on for far too long. It's too hot, too heavy at this point. Sevens plays kings, plays 7 ace, and the 7 ace is fucking winning. Well, wish granted, I've got my third. Huh. Okay, 9 jack suited, we ball. That's our strategy. That's cool, don't love to see that. 8 ace, okay, not unbeatable. Gonna need like a 9 or a jack to make it happen though. Which is not that. Okay, well, you know what? We hung on for our third. And I don't think that the hand we all in on was, you know, just a throwaway one. It was a reasonable one with decent outs. Against like an over. So there we are. 2-3-90 is where we're going to end off tonight's stream, I suppose. Yeah, and with that, oh. Assetto Yomi. Oh, it couldn't read assets. Okay, cool. Well, what a good time to get off then, I guess. Because I can actually get off to this nice... I think this music's nicer than the main menu music for intro and outro screens. So I'm gonna, yeah, leave you all there. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.